Hello everyone, it's Debbie again today, and I just was coming with y'all with an idea of dishcloths. So I had found this when I first started crocheting. I had found this yarn on sale, and it was the peaches and cream, and I forget the colorway. It's been a while, but I was just learning how to crochet and finding out that 100% cotton was your best thing to use for dishcloths. And so when I found this, I said, well, great, I'll make some. Well, they had a pattern on the inside, and the pattern on the inside was a granny square, which I had really never made a granny square before. So I said, well, I'll just try that pattern and check it out. And I love the dishcloth. It works really well. The thing that I didn't like was the big holes in it. And so I did look up some other videos and did find out some really nice stuff and things. But I thought that I would try and make my own pattern. Very simple and without all these holes, so that it would you'd feel like you're scrubbing with a towel instead of your hand. So today I'm going to give y'all a little rundown on what I did. I'm going to be using this Sugars and Cream, and the colorway is upside down. This Daisy Ombre, which is a nice yellow with the whites. So I think it'll work up really, really pretty. So we're going to be using that today, and it is 100% cotton. It is 95 yards, 2 ounces, 56.7 grams, and it's a 4-ply, 4-weight worsted yarn. So that's what we're going to be using today. And the other thing that I did was, I think on here they recommend a 5mm hook. Yes, if you look right here, it recommends a 5mm crochet hook. I went with a 4.25. Yes, okay, thought I had it upside down. The G hook, a 4.25mm hook, so that it would come out even tighter in the stitches. So I will tell y'all what I did, and I'm gonna make this on a little bit smaller version, just to kind of give y'all the idea, and y'all can kind of work with it from there. I find this is a very simple pattern. I'm just starting out, so I don't know all these fancy stitches yet, but if you make a slip knot on your hook, this will be a very simple pattern for people just starting out and wanting to feel like they've accomplished something. And it'll also give you a chance to practice your single crochets, because I did it all in single crochets. So I chained 31. So but I'm just gonna chain 16 today, because you don't want to watch me chain 31, and it would take forever to make the whole actual pattern. So we're going to chain 31, so that's 16. So while you're if you are deciding to make the whole towel, you can go ahead and chain 31. It's 4, 5. So if you don't know how to chain, mine's a little tight here. I'm loosen it up a little. That's 5. Okay, so you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, that's 6. See? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5. Okay, so you would yarn over and pull through. So that's 6. Keep making it a little too tight there. 6. Yarn over and then pull through. That'll be 7. And then yarn over and pull through. 8. Yarn over pull through 9, yarn over, pull through 10. And like I said, this smaller hook makes them a little bit tighter. So 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So, and like I said, if you want to make the whole towel, just pause the video and go ahead and do your 31 chains, or whatever length you want to make it. You get to 31 and you say, well, I'd like it a little bigger. Well, then do more chains. You just want to do one extra from your length, because you're not going to be you're going to be turning your work, and so we're not going to be using that last chain that you made. So you're going to do, actually we're going to be doing 15 stitches back on mine, because I've only got 16 chains. So you're going to do 15 stitches back, and we're going to be doing it in a single crochet, which will make it nice and tight. It does work up slow because it's a single crochet. So this is your first chain from your hook. So you're going to go into the second chain from the hook, and you're going to go right in there. You're going to yarn over and pull that through. So you got 2 loops on your hook, and then you're going to yarn over and go through both holes, both loops. So we're going to do that all the way across, and it's a very, very simple stitch, but it'll be good for beginners. We're going to yarn over and come through, and it'll give beginners, sorry, I'm splitting my yarn somewhere. It'll give beginners a chance to practice their single crochet and feel like they've accomplished something. I think that feeling like you've accomplished something is very important, because you're going to give up if you can't feel like you've accomplished something. So this is a good way to practice, and if you're going to use it for yourself, it doesn't have to come out perfect. It doesn't have to be this perfect little pattern that you're trying to sell or trying to give away, because you want your stuff to look nice if you're giving it away. So we're going to do these single crochets, and it's a good way to, like I said, practice and feel like you've accomplished something. So we're going to just keep doing that single crochet in every chain till we get back to the beginning. And I'm just going to do like 2 rows just to kind of show you how to do it, because I did this all the way to the end, and you can do as many rows as you want. You do 10 and you say, okay, I think this is enough, then stop there. If you do 10 and you're like, oh, I think I want it a little bigger, you can do 12. You can do 15. It's up to you on how big you want to make it. It's a very, very simple. So we're going to do these single crochets all the way across, and then I'm going to show you what we're going to do to turn and do the next row. And that's exactly what I did all the way to the end, until I decided, okay, my towel's big enough. I'm ready to finish it off, and I'll show you what I did. And I'm sorry with the noise, my husband's cutting grass. I'm going to show you what I did at the end, and if you want to add that on, give it a little bit of make it look a little fancy, then you can do that. If not, you don't have to do it. So we're just going to do that single crochet, go in the hole, come out, yarn over and come through, go in the hole, yarn over. I'm trying to keep this pretty steady and in front of the camera, and then this will be the last one. Yarn over and pull through. So if you look at it, it's very tightly woven. It doesn't have the big holes like this other one does, which, I mean, it still works. It works well, and I really enjoy using it. Um, but I like that these don't have those big holes. So after you do one single crochet all the way across into your last chain, you're going to chain one, and then you're going to turn your work. So once you do that, you're going to go into that first single crochet, and you're going to do single crochets. Like I said, it's a very simple pattern, but I liked that it came out very tightly woven, didn't have the big holes in it. You could use this as a dishcloth, as a bath towel, you know, washcloth in the bathroom. Whatever you decide you want to do is up to you with it, and how big you make it or how small you make it. If if you don't make it extremely big, with that one skein of yarn, you could probably end up with two. So we're going to just keep doing these single crochets. It's a good way to practice and get better at your single crochets. I know I'm still a little slow, but I'm a beginner. I've only been crocheting for 5 or 6 months, and so really enjoying it. That's why I decided to start the channel, and I've even started a home group where we're meeting. We only have one meeting so far, but we're meeting and teaching and learning together on how to make different things and different patterns and different crochet stitches and stuff. So we're gonna all learn together, and hopefully we'll get some stuff going with that. We had a nice little turnout and a nice little time last Friday when everyone met at my house. But we're just gonna keep going and hopefully get another meeting up soon. And hopefully learn some new stuff. I was looking into some different stitches, some fancier stitches and stuff lately. Trying to learn that last night. I was having a little trouble with that, but that's okay. I'll get it. So when we get to the end here, right here, we're gonna put that last stitch. Okay. So like I said, it's very simple. I think I need one more stitch there, huh? Having a little trouble seeing it because I'm looking at it through the camera, so that makes it a little hard. Okay, that's gonna, okay. All right, so that's what you're gonna do, and then you get to the end of this row, you're going to chain one and turn your work and continue on until you have your towel as big as you want it to be. So when I was doing all this, and I said, well, you know what, this would look cute. So what I did at the end of the towel, when I got it the size I wanted, I chained 8. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you end up with this long chain right here. And what you do is you come back down to the beginning, and in that last stitch you're going to do a slip stitch. So you go in the slip stitches, you go in, you yarn over, and you pull through both loops on your hook. Oops, lost it. Sorry. Gonna have to do it this way. Well, that ain't working either, huh? Yeah. It's hard doing it looking through the camera, and that's what I'm doing, so it makes it a little bit more difficult. Okay, so once I finished the towel and I did these 8 chains, and then I came back and made this little loop, and that way you can put a hook on your wall, or if you already have a hook on your wall, you can hang it up to dry, or what, and you don't have to do this. You can just, at the end of your towel, at the end, you would just do a chain. So you would chain and pull that through, and then tighten this, and then you would cut this and pull it out, and then you would take you a needle and weave your end in there, feed your end through the needle, and then you would just kind of weave your end through your stitches to hide it, and so that your towel won't come apart. And so you would just feed it in through the stitches. Like you could go in through here, and just feed it on through to the, into it, and hide it, and that way your stuff won't come undone. It's like tying it off a finished stitch. So that's kind of what I did. Like I said, it's very, very simple. It's a very beginner's pattern, but it would be something that you could make and you could accomplish something. So go out, get you a skein of this sugar and cream, any color, pick colors that's in your kitchen. Pick something you like, pick anything. And I mean, it would be a cheap way to start. And like I said, you could probably make 2 dishcloths out of this one skein if you don't make them extremely big. Or you could make the whole thing into one. It's up to you what you do. But like I said, it comes out very tightly woven. Your fingers don't go through the holes because there's no holes for it to go through. And it's a cute little dishcloth, and I really like the way mine came out. Like I said, I did 31, so you do 30 plus 1. And any size you decide you want to make it, you just do 1 extra chain because you're going to not use that chain, and you make it as many rows as you want. You want 15 rows, you want 10 rows, you want 20 rows, whatever you decide. And like I said, you can do this little loop thing on the end to hang it, or you can just leave that out. And if you just left it out, this is what you would do. At the end, let me get back to here. Okay, so let's say you didn't want to do the loop. You would just chain 1 here, pull that long, and then you would tighten it here, and then you would get your scissors and you would just cut this, cut you long enough so that you can feed it through. And so you would feed it through all into there, just to kind of hide the end so it doesn't come undone. And that would be the end of your towel. So it's a very simple pattern. It's very easy to make, and it gives you a lot of practice on your single crochets. And yes, and I really, really like the way it came out, and planning on making some for myself. I ended up giving the other one away, but I'm gonna make some for myself whenever I get the second to do that. But I hope y'all enjoyed this. I know I'm kind of a beginner at this tutorial thing, so I'm sure it's a little shaky and stuff, but I hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope y'all make the towel, and if you do, let me know down below if you decide to make it. And y'all have a great day. Thanks. Bye. Oh, give me a thumbs up and a like and a subscribe, and share my videos, and click the bell so you can know every time I upload a video. Y'all have a great day. Bye.